All right, so we are going to shore out this Isaiah 9. And so we finished yesterday that it's been broken. The yoke, the rod, it's been broken. And so now listen to verse 5. Isaiah 9, verse 5. Every tramping warrior's war boots and all his armor in the battle tumult, and every garment rolled in blood shall be burned as fuel for the fire. I'm going to tell you, I had to read that one several times in several translations and look up all the words. So the yoke is broken. That means it's over. And so all of our battle gear, all of our tramping war boots, and our armor for the turmoil, and every garment rolled in blood shall be burned as fuel for the fire. So those things where we had no hope, hopelessness, despair, worry, anxiety, are for the fire. Fuel for the fire. Now, why is that? Why can those things be fuel for the fire? And you know, this battle, this hard fought, and if you go back to what we've talked about earlier in the month, let me go back to my pages here. Well, where is it? The darkness, that's that battle. The people that walked in darkness, the distress, the misery, the adversity, those battle garments can be burned. If you've walked in darkness, if you feel like you've walked in darkness, and that the burden has just been almost more than you can bear, if you have felt hopeless, if you have felt like the distress and the misery is just too much, burn those garments. Burn those garments. The yoke has been broken, and that burden has been lifted off of your shoulders. You are not your own source. You are not your own provision. And you know, each of us have to come to that conclusion on our own. Last Sunday, Joseph was having a really hard time after church, and he had been a little bit ugly. And, you know, he realized and said, what do we do? Well, you need to ask Jesus to forgive you, buddy. And, well, you do it for me. Oh, buddy, there's a lot of things that mommy can do for you, but I can't ask Jesus to forgive you. That's something that you and he have to take care of. And you know, as much as I hear and I see heartache and hurt and frustration and misery and distress and turmoil, I do what I can do, but I'm not you. And I'm not that person. And so just like, you know, I told Joseph, buddy, you and Jesus have to settle that. We each have to reach the point where if he says the yoke of the burden is broken, then I'm not carrying that weight anymore. And I can't do that for you. And you can't do that for me. My mama can't do it for me. You come to the point with Jesus and say, you know, I don't like this. I can't live like this. This is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, and I feel hopeless. And I feel miserable. And let Holy Spirit remind you that the yoke that's connecting, that's holding that burden to you, has been shattered, broken into a million pieces. And it's the lies of Satan screaming, trying to deceive you, trying to make you believe that you still have to carry that burden. Satan, close your mouth. You're a liar. Jesus has come. And these blood-stained battle garments, the hard-fought struggle, misery, distress, and adversity, that darkness that I used to be sitting in a prison, I'm not there anymore. Light has come, and he has absolutely shattered the yoke. And then tomorrow, I'll read this verse again. But Isaiah continues to say, let's see, for every tramping warrior's war boots and all his armor in the battle turmoil, and every garment rolled in blood shall be burned as fuel for fire. Why? For unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And of the increase of his government and of peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and over his kingdom, to establish it and uphold it with justice and righteousness from the latter time forth, even forevermore. And the zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. Merry Christmas. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.